Hey everybody, thought I would do a quick behind the scenes video of what it looks like to take the axle housing out of Wasabi since we put up the video of the repair. Want to do a quick shout out to Full Throttle Battery. They make an amazing product. We absolutely love them. We haven't had a single electrical issue since switching over. They're good. You should check them out. Here you can see we separated the axle housing from Wasabi. We left everything in place though on the chassis just so we wouldn't have to remeasure all of our lengths and try to retriangulate. And we also cleaned it up a little bit just because it's been sandblasted after being under there for a couple years. And that is a Barnes 4-wheel drive truss that we used. We use their systems for a lot of stuff and they have some cool things. You should check out their website as well. We decided to clean it up with a little paint thinner. I had a lot of grease and just years of grime on there, so we sprayed it down, got it nice and clean so Hunter had a good surface to work on. There is the beginnings of the work that you see in the other YouTube video. And there I'll zoom in. You can see the crack right there in the housing. And just what it looks like after it's painted and cleaned up. We're trying to roll it back in. It's kind of funny just to see it loose like that, but we just scooted it right back up. We didn't really move it side to side, so it lined up pretty easily. And here, I tried to do a video. You can't really see the pinion, but if you've ever wondered what's happening inside of your differential, you got your ring and pinion there interacting with each other, forward and backwards. And we're going to start putting everything back together. The hardest part is getting the shocks and the links and everything lined up. You got to kind of pull the shocks up, pull the links up. So Hunter's going to help me. It takes a little bit more muscle and you need an extra hand to get all the bolts through. So we're going to wrestle all that in place. We get everything put back together and there she is sitting back on her own weight. It looks good, shiny, pretty, looks new. And we're just going to start putting together the little things. I had dumped all the nitrogen from my shocks, so of course they're stretched out. They don't always sit like that. So we'll get all that tightened back up. I'm going to put my brake lines back on. The cool thing about these 14 bolts is when we started our program, they were readily available and they weren't cost prohibitive because they're not racing specific. You do have to do some work on them to make them hold up to racing applications, but this really was the foundation of our program when we started. Now that we've progressed a little bit further, we're going to have to switch over to Spider-Trax housings just for simplicity, and they are a little bit more durable. So in the future, I will be having to rebuild the front and rear end, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I really do appreciate the 14 bolt that I have in the Dana 60 in the front. They've held up great to racing. So anybody who's getting into racing, you don't have to have the big fancy housings. They're nice, but you can definitely go a little more entry level like we did. Unfortunately, mine are starting to show age, so it will be time to change soon. But here I am putting the finishing touches, putting my brake lines back on. We'll put that diff cover back on and be ready to go. I hope everybody has a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye!